and good morning again. I'm the Reverend David Perry from Salisbury, and I'm just standing outside here in my garden in the sunshine with these flowers behind me. It's a beautiful morning. Today's the 23rd of March, and we are in the tightening grip of the coronavirus problem. Now, I'd just been listening to Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds this morning, because it seemed like an appropriate thing to be doing. And it's good music, it's a timeless classic, isn't it? And it's a timeless classic a bit like the novel which inspired it. Whenever we read these novels or watch these films, science fiction films, which show mankind on the run from some kind of problem or enemy, then the authors always like to show human against human violence and conflict, don't they? They like to show person against person, some sort of dystopian conflict, some sort of Mad Max event where society breaks down and becomes a nasty and unpleasant place to live in, and the world is shown as a harsh and unpleasant thing. But is that what happens? Is that what we can expect from coronavirus this time round? I'm not so sure. Let me read you something from another author. This is Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the dark. It goes on, Genesis. God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas, and God saw that it was good. And again, God said, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move on the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And it was so. And God saw that it was good. So it seems that everywhere we look, God thinks things are good. The authors of this work, whoever they were, regarded this world as fundamentally good. In fact, it's not just good, it's very good. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. Very good. So it seems we have a disconnect. The fear and nastiness in the minds of modern authors and writing novels and films, and the general awareness of the writers of Genesis, who thought things were very good. So what is your experience so far? Mine is this: it's very good. Sure, some things are bad. People have lost their jobs. For example, I'm a self-supporting minister, so I need a paying job as well. And prior to this, I was an airline pilot. Say no more about that. Some things are worse than bad. People have died, and I will say no more about that at the moment. But some things are gloriously good. People are caring for each other. People are checking on neighbours and friends. Are you okay? I'm going shopping. Can I bring you something? I'm going to the pharmacy. Can I get your script? Suddenly, it seems, people are aware of each other's human needs in ways that they simply weren't before. In other ways, too, things seem good. We aren't driving as much. Well, that's good, isn't it? We aren't flying as much. And apart from people losing their jobs in the airlines, that's also good. It's what the eco-warriors wanted. Why aren't they cheering now? In other ways too, things are good. Snowdonia National Park had its busiest weekend in living memory recently. It's amazing, isn't it? People are just going outside and enjoying the simple pleasures, the fact of being in God's creation and enjoying the sun, like I am now. So what is happening to us? It's almost as if the challenges we now face are taking us to the simplest of levels. Whatever your wealth or status, it is all swept away. However rich you are, you need toilet rolls. Every one of us stands to lose the same: the job, the money, friends, loved ones, even life itself. Our lives are changing. Our world, however big or small, is changing. No one now can run to foreign climes for solace. Like it or lump it, we all live in the same situation. No more easy jets to Palma for the weekend. No more Ryanairs to Budapest for a romantic break. We all live together in one place, and we have to get on. And we are getting on. And it is very good. What we have, it seems to me, is a simple return to the beginning. We are now what God created, and all we can do now is walk in the garden and talk in the cool of the afternoon with our God, or our mates, if you like. When God made Adam and Eve, he put them in the garden. No EasyJets, no Ryanairs, just Adam and Eve in the garden. And the humans walked and lived in peace with each other and with God, which it seems to me is where we are now. And it is very good. But in the garden lived a snake, the serpent. The authors of Genesis knew that the serpent lived amongst us, and they are warning us that the fears and nastiness so beloved of Hollywood writers does actually exist, and we do have to guard against it. It would be too easy to start hurting each other and fighting over the elusive toilet rolls and so on. But that won't happen. We will guard against that, won't we? Well, I think we will. From what I've seen so far, when the bad stuff hits the fan and humans are up against a common enemy, and this has happened time and again in history, when we face a common enemy, then we rise to a common good. And it is very good. Friends, we face hard times, but we can cope with this. You can cope with this. This event is giving us a chance of a better way of living. We need to grab it. All blessings to you, my friends. Thank you for watching, and do drop me some comments below. Bye-bye.